just get a package from Iron Maiden, and I think I know what it is, and I'm so freaking excited to open it. So yeah guys, about a month ago I received a message from Alexander, so a huge thank you Alexander, the editor-in-chief, for all of you Iron Maiden fan club members. I think you know him, and you know what I'm talking about, who simply asked for my, home address. And apparently this thing has been lost in the mail for nearly a month, and last week I started asking my local post office, to find it. And so they were able to somehow find it amidst the, war in Ukraine and everything that is going on here. And it is finally here. Oh my god. It is so freaking beautiful. Guys, before I open it, before I, do a proper review on this book, thank you so much. Thank you, Alexandra. Thank you, Iron Maiden, the entire team, the Iron Maiden fan club members. Thank you guys so much. I was not able to get it and get it shipped into Ukraine, so I just got it as a gift. And it's honestly one of the coolest Christmas gifts an Iron Maiden fan could hope for. But let's open it. Now, first of all, I of course saw gazillion reviews. I read a lot about the Infinite Dreams book when I was, covering it on the show before. And I realized that it's a pretty massive one, but I didn't actually realize how big it is. I mean, it's a very heavy book, and it's, it looks packed. And looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, in case you guys missed it, Iron Maiden Infinite Dreams is a brand new, officially sanctioned mega book, curated by Alexander Millis and Terry Burrows. And it is specifically built for collectors. So if you're just a casual Iron Maiden fan, there's a high chance this isn't really a material for you. But for everybody else, well, it is filled with a ridiculous amount of previously unseen photos, gear shots, diary scans, and exclusive commentary from the band themselves, including a foreword which was written by nobody else but the man himself, in which, for example, he wrote something like this. That's what made this book so hard to do, to have to pick from so many fantastic memories. There are so many pivotal points, but it's not just the albums and tours, it's the decisions we made along the way. It doesn't feel that long ago that I was at my mom's around Christmas time deciding on the name, and there is this sort of discrepancy where people think it all happened on Christmas Day. It didn't. The band had formed earlier in the year, around August. It's just around then that I decided, out of the possibilities, that Iron Maiden would have to be the name, and we went from there. Wait a second, I'm preparing a whole 50th anniversary Iron Maiden special for you guys on a Christmas Day, which apparently no one is gonna watch now because of this. But anyways, the book itself is divided into 4 main chapters, each chronicling a key era in Iron Maiden's evolution, with the first one being Burning Ambition, covering the 1975-1982 era, which features rare rehearsal room shots from the East End days, gig posters from pubs like Cart and Horses and the Ruskin Arms, fan-made flyers, and quite a lot of handwritten diaries by Steve Harris mapping out early gigs, expanding on the ones that we briefly saw in the Early Days documentary. And in addition to that, we can even take a look at the early incarnations of the Iron Maiden logo, which back in 1976 actually looked quite a lot as the Judas Priest logo of that time, or just like any other heavy metal band logo in mid-70s.
Yes, that's true.
But the coolest thing in this chapter, in my opinion, is the stories behind it, and the snapshots of the first ever gigs performed by Iron Maiden, starting in 1976 and running through the Paul Di'Anno era. As although yeah, many of those were available to die-hard Iron Maiden fans before that, still, at least I have not seen many of these, which actually opened both Paul and the early lineup of Iron Maiden much better for me, and kinda once again reiterated that the title Burning Ambition couldn't be more fitting for this section, as you can simply feel how badly these guys wanted to break through those pictures. The second part of the book, titled Where Eagles Dare, covers Iron Maiden's rise from cult heroes to global monsters, the Number of the Beast, Power Slave, Live After Death, in the glory years of this band. And here's where we once again see behind-the-scenes photos from massive world tours, and including some serious fire-breathing stage photos. But the coolest part for me here is the close-up look at the iconic gear of Iron Maiden, including Adrian's legendary lead guitars finally brought back on stage on this tour, and Steve's road-worn grander. And the coolest thing is that we get the close-ups of the instruments for each of the tours Iron Maiden went on in the mid-80s, as well as some photos from iconic Iron Maiden photo shoots from their golden years, which show just how much fun those boys had on the road back in mid-80s. The third part, titled The Edge of Darkness, is where things get darker, both figuratively and literally. The section captures the No Prayer for the Dying, Fear of the Dark, and the Blaze Bayley years of Iron Maiden. And now, for everyone who is not new to this channel, it's no secret that I was introduced to Iron Maiden with Fear of the Dark, and thus it still holds a very special place in my heart, alongside the X Factor and Virtual 11, which were actually the first Iron Maiden albums which I was able to buy with my own money. And so the whole fact that through this book you're able to get a little bit more familiar with the darkest era of Iron Maiden is, I believe, a great thing, especially for those Iron Maiden fans who are still not too keen to exploring this part of Iron Maiden today in 2025. And the last part of the book is of course titled Brave New World, covering the post-reunion era of the band, the one that most of us were able to live through together with the band. And it is while flipping through this one, probably because of its proximity to today, that I realized that Infinite Dreams is not exactly what I expected from it. I was sure that this book is a collection of old photos arranged to fit a narrative, when in reality it is much more of a guide through the history of Iron Maiden, which allows you to feel a part of it, helping you relive your memories related to this band and the amazing Iron Maiden family. So here's the thing, guys. In all honesty, I actually own quite a lot of Iron Maiden memorabilia. And I mean, a lot. But this book, I gotta say, is a must-have for all of the die-hard Iron Maiden fans. Because in addition to simply featuring quite a lot of unseen before material, at least unseen by me, including the rare photos from the early days of Iron Maiden, this book actually serves like a perfect trip down a memory lane. It is like a more old-school, detailed, and a more nerdy version of the Iron Maiden documentary. The one that does not only feed you information, but allows your imagination and your memory simply do the trick, and kind of feel yourself being a part of that Iron Maiden legacy. So once again, I just want to thank Alexander personally, Iron Maiden Fan Club, Iron Maiden Magazine, and of course Iron Maiden themselves for sending this over to me, and especially because I personally was not able to get hold of it myself. Honestly, this is simply an incredible Christmas gift, which, and I'm sorry guys, but will kind of make me postpone a couple of videos on this show because, well, we don't really get electricity often here in Kyiv, Ukraine, and it looks like for the next couple of nights, instead of using the time when we actually do have it for recording videos for you guys, I will actually be flipping through and reading quite carefully through the Infinite Dreams book by Iron Maiden. But anyways, have you guys been able to get hold of the Iron Maiden Infinite Dreams book? Please let us know in the comments, as well as what you guys personally think about it. Thank you so much for watching this very spontaneous, but one of the most pleasant videos I've recorded in ages, and we will prevail. Slava Ukraini!